If you like this video, why not subscribe? Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about LED lights. And if you wonder what an LED is, it's a light emitting diode, one of those little tiny bulbs you'll often see that are really bright and small. And they've been put in these little compact shapes for filmmaking purposes, and they're pretty nice because they don't generate much heat, if any at all. They come in these nice small shapes. You can take them in the field because they run on batteries. And today we're going to review the Photodiox LED 98A and see how well it performs. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so here we have the Photodiox LED 98A up close, and it's called the 98 because there are 98 LEDs that form this bank of LEDs that allow you to use it for various lighting applications. This light is made of kind of a robust plastic, feels pretty good, doesn't feel cheap at all. And if you look at the sides here, you've got some heat dissipation vents on both sides, and on the top and bottom you've got this male and female rail system that will allow you to stack several of these together and then lock. The switch here will release the lock. I don't have more than one of these, so I can't really test that, but I think it's a great idea. I only wish they allowed you to do it on the sides as well, so you could form different shapes, since your only mounting option here is on the bottom and not on the side, so you can't really turn them this way and stack them that way and mount them this way, just because there's no mounting threads on either side. But that being said, it's still a great idea and not something you'll find on a cheaper light. Down here we have the 1/4-20 mounting thread here, which is a metal thread, another plus. And if you'd like to mount this on your camera, you can use the included mini ball head, which will attach down here and give you a hot and cold shoe mount right there, which you can attach and give you an articulating motion if you would like. If you don't want to do that and just want a low profile light to put on your camera, you can get one of these cheap adapters. You can get them on eBay for about $2. I'll leave you a link below in the description, and it attaches right there as well. You can also mount it on a light stand or anything else that uses a 1/4-20 thread. So this is very important. I'm glad it's there. If you look at the back of this, this is where your power is supplied to the light. This is a Sony NPF series battery, which is what Sony uses to power their cameras, such as the FS700, which is what I used on my thesis film, which uses these humongous batteries here, which you can also use on this light. So it's nice to see them using a non-proprietary battery that you can get from multiple applications. How you release this battery is with this red button right here. It ejects when you push it, and there you go. Notice this battery is the only portable option to power this light. You cannot use any AA batteries. There's no place for them at all, which is unfortunate. Would have liked to have seen that. However, you just have to make sure your batteries are charged and it won't be a problem. And you can do that with the included charger right here. If you want to power this battery from a wall outlet, you can do that as well. There is a DC input right there, and you can use the supplied power supply to power the light that way. This will also power the charger. So those are good features. And if you want to check how your battery is doing, you have a battery checker right here. You press this button and you can see in bars or dots, green dots, how much power your battery has. Mine is full. It's ready to go. Finally, on the back here you have your potentiometer, your dimmer, which will allow you to adjust the level that your light is. And this is a solid metal knob here. It feels really good. It's actually a true dimmer. I mean, there's a long range here that you can set this light for, which is good. Some of the cheaper lights that use dimmers will often be like 2 or 3 positions and that's it, but this gives you quite a range here to set your light, so that's a perk. Also, on the front of the light here, you've got these 4 magnets, which is how you attach your diffusion plates, such as this one here, which is a straight diffuser. Attaches like this, clamps right on. It's not going to fall off. It's magnetized. That's really nice. The other one that comes with it is a tungsten color here of orange, CTO, I'm assuming. Just clamps on like that to the previous one. They both sit there together. Another thing I like about this magnetic, instead of using like a brackets and slides, which a lot of lights use, is that if you want to put a gel on the front here, all you have to do is cut it to size, sit it right there, and then slap your plate on, and it will hold it in place without any problem or issue. If you wanted to do this on another light that uses the sliding plates and the brackets, you'd have to cut it exactly to size and then kind of squish it in and hope it worked. There's just more of a hassle, but this is really quite nice. Comes out very easily. And there you go. That's the Photodiox LED 98A. Now, I was able to use one of these recently on my thesis film shoot, and I used it as an eye light and a small fill light, and it actually worked pretty good. We had pretty good comments from everybody that were on the crew that used it. And it was durable, it did what it was supposed to do. It put out a lot of light if you wanted, or a little bit if you turned it down. I think the biggest issue anybody is going to have with this is the $50 price tag, and I can understand that, being the frugal filmmaker and all. But when you compare it with other lights, and I realize there's some lights that run about $30 that have more LEDs. However, those lights do not come with a rechargeable battery and battery charger, which this one does. And if you price those out, it's about another 20 bucks. So if you were to add that to those lights, you'd end up with the same price as this one. And even though it might have fewer LEDs, it's more sturdily built. I've got a smaller light myself that's kind of a cheap light, and it's not as well made as this. So as a result, I think that this is a pretty competitive piece of hardware that you might want to add to your filmmaking kit if you need an LED light. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend the Photodiox LED 98A if you need it.